Alright, so last year at Comic-Con, I went to the Star Wars Hasbro panel, and I was extremely disappointed until they showed this tank, and I was finally something cool, like something I can get excited about for my 3 3/4 collection. So this year at Comic-Con, I was walking around the show, checking out the booths, seeing what's for sale, seeing if I can get a deal on something, and some guy actually had these things in his booth for sale for 85 bucks. I was like, man, that thing's like $80. It's going to be 80 bucks at Target. Of course, it'll probably go on clearance like around Christmas time and you can save some money. But who can wait? So I figured 80 bucks, 85 bucks, that's like suggested, that's normal price. And I was like, God, I gotta get that thing. So I grabbed that, gave him money, tried to talk him down on the price, see if I could get like a 2 for price. He wouldn't budge. He's like, this is Comic-Con, son. It's gonna sell. I don't need to mark my prices down. But anyway, while we're talking about Star Wars, I got my Star Wars action figures over here stacking up. I was waiting to get the tank for I could kind of do like a bulk review, do them all in one. And I also tried to update my little ComTech reader to make these things talk. I updated it. That thing doesn't work at all. None of them can talk. So that kind of sucks. I was kind of looking forward to like making these things talk for you because that's always pretty funny. I can do like a catch-up video, or there's always more Star Wars coming out, and I'll just kind of do a bulk of all the figures that make them talk in one video. And when I went to the Hasbro booth this year, I know everything's just kind of based around Comic-Con right now because I guess I'm still on the Comic-Con high. I was talking to the guy in charge of Star Wars, and you know, I told him thanks for the sail barge. When do I get my sandcrawler? That's probably, I don't know, it might not ever happen. I might have to get on eBay and buy one of those smaller ones, but those things are expensive. They're too small. I think they're like $250. I don't really think they're worth that. That's the reason why I don't have one. I might have to pull the trigger on it, or maybe I'll ask my wife for one for Christmas. Just in case you see the video, babe. Something to think about. Just throwing it out there. Either way, I already got it out of the box. We're going to take a closer look. I was really excited about it. They got some cool toys coming out. It's almost like Star Wars is starting to come around again. Make it a little bit more exciting. No more Finns, no more Poes, no more Rays, at least for now. Like, let's take a break from that. Let's get into cool ships, some cool aliens, and some cool robots. Alright, so let me show you real quick what we're going to be checking out in the video. The tank, of course, and then we got a stack of figures. You know, just to see if you're even interested. Like, you might see this and be like, yeah, I don't know, I want to see the tank. Tell you what, I'll show you these. We'll do the tank first. If there's any figures, we'll do them like from cool to last. So this would definitely be the last figure that I'm going to be showing you. But I will show you the collection, so if you stick around, you will get to see that. You got this. Like, here's the thing. This thing sucks. I shouldn't have bought it. I want my collection to be complete, so that's why you're sitting here looking at it. For when you guys are always going, well, if you hate them, why did you buy them? I go, because I'm a collector and I want my collection to be complete. Maybe if you were a collector yourself, you would understand. This guy we basically already have, but now you can take his helmet off. So, and he's an alien, so yes, please, thank you. This guy was awesome in the movie, and his mask comes off. I really wish I could make this guy talk. That would be like a little special treat. I can't, but I will do an update video when I return that piece of shit. I don't know, that whole ComTech reader, man, that thing just is not cool at all. Then you have another Leia. This one's cool. It's another Leia. I've got tons of Leias. I'm pretty sure I got a Leia that looks almost exactly like this. And this is one that I was really looking forward to, the Flamethrower Stormtrooper. I love everything about that. Come on, guys. It's a Flamethrower Stormtrooper, and I don't even think he has a flame effect in there. God, that would kind of suck. Buzzkill for sure. Alright, let's get to this tank. I'll just move it right over here. First off, this thing does roll. It's got treads on it on the bottom. They actually work. You can see it kind of moving there. I kind of wish this thing had like a sound effect or shot a missile or something. It doesn't. Let me get the box out of the way for we have a little bit more room and a little bit more light. First off, these containers come out. These two don't do anything. They're just containers, which that kind of sucks. I kind of wish they did all open. This one, however, is awesome. This one actually opens up. It should open up. It opened up before, so hold on. Oh, there it goes. Just got to do it right. And then it's got these little capsules inside. And just these three in the center come out. Yes, it would be cool if they all came out. They don't. You can dump these out. Just a really cool touch, man. I love this. And then it just keeps like getting cooler and cooler. So you got three of these things inside. And then you can take the lid off of these things. And then they have... Might have to get the tweezers out. Because the close-up on the fingers kind of creeps me out when I watch other guys' videos. Okay, so you can see the little crystal inside of there. All the crystals look a little different. It's probably just how they painted them. They probably just painted them sloppy, which is cool because it's nice to have them a little bit different. See, this crystal is much longer. But how cool is that? It's just the fact that they actually did these. They got these little capsules. You can put them in here, put them back in the thing. And then it doesn't come with a pilot to drive the tank, which that kind of sucks because I only got one pilot to drive the tank. I know they're making more. It'd be nice to have one that's kind of dirty. This gun up here moves, these guns move, but they don't make any sound or do anything. I mean, it looks cool. I guess it's kind of like the collector series for like 3 3/4, which how many guys are even collecting 3 3/4 other than myself? I guess there's a few of us, or they wouldn't be making cool stuff like this. So the pilot fits right inside the hole. He can come out. This thing does all kinds of cool stuff. You can poke his little head through here. This panel also comes off, so you can put him in here. Try to get this. I haven't did this yet, of course, because I mean, if I did, what fun would that be, really? And he's kind of hard to get in there. It'd be nice if his knees bent. You know, it would be really cool if they'd make that other one. Then you can put this panel back on. His head pokes out. Definitely a cool touch. Or you can leave the panel on, put one here, and put another one here. Let me show you inside of the cockpit because it's actually really cool. And also this little tab here comes off. And then you can kind of see the engine compartment. And then the back panel, it's got like this storage thing for you can put like figures in here, hide them, whatever. Maybe it's a gel. These things come out. You can stand them. There's actually pegs back there. And then these things just slide right here for like the storage. So it does, you got lots of cool options, man. If this thing was cheaper, or if it goes on clearance, it'd be nice to have another one. I guess I couldn't. There's only one in the movie. There's just so many cool options. Like I want to display it with the containers in the back. I'd want to display it with a ton of troopers in the back. It's just really cool options. Here's inside the cockpit. They definitely put some love in there. I mean, there's a reason why this thing is 80 bucks. The little steering wheel here moves. The seat doesn't move. See how they did like one seat higher than the other seat? That's for his little head will poke out. As far as these levers go, they don't move. The grab bars, those things just kind of sit there. This tank, God, I love it. It's just like, this makes Star Wars fun again. Like, Star Wars is getting so boring, then they do something cool like this. I love it. There's like something, like a little panel behind his seat in there. And there's tons of detail in there. This thing, really happy with it. Let me open these figures and we'll get right back. I got them all open. I got all the other figures out for a comparison, so we can kind of just do it all in one video. We're going to start right over here with my favorite one. This guy, God, everything about this thing is just pure amazing. He has his little gun. It fits inside of his holster. You can take that out, put it in his hand. Like, this thing is so cool. So check this out. Like, underneath, he's got like this, like, caliper body or something. But this dress is so hard and stiff. It doesn't flex. It doesn't move. Like, I'd like to actually buy 2 of these things take this little dress off of them and have one as just like a caliper. The mask, however, does come off. Basically, you pull this part out, this comes off, and then you got this little gas mask here. I don't know if this thing comes off or not. I don't really want to take it off. I don't want to break it. And then you see his head under there, which like this is like, wow, this is, I mean, this is Star Wars 3 3/4. This is Star Wars. Like, this is what got me into collecting, with stuff like this. It's just nice to see that they're making cool figures. That Han Solo movie, that was by far my favorite movie, at least out of all the Disney movies. They're killing it. And then when they do toys like this, like what I really want is that big giant like female caliper that comes out of the water. That's the toy that I want. That would be really cool. You can put the mask back on, put this little gas mask back on. This is why I like Star Wars 3 3/4. Well, this, and because this tank and play sets and everything else. This is the other new guy that I just got. This is the old one here. So the helmet is stuck on this figure. This one actually has a holster for the gun. This one doesn't. I don't know why they got cheap. I love it when they give us holsters. Like, that's just so cool. Then you can put the gun in there, for they're not every single figure on the shelf is like holding the gun, because if you don't make them hold the gun, then you'll lose the gun. So it's just nice to have it. This one has a hole in its back. It probably came with something extremely stupid to plug in there. This one has the straps that are like single, like they just, and then this one they're sculpted on. So this is a far better toy. I'm really glad that they updated it. You can take the helmet. I haven't put it on him yet, but I'm sure that it will fit. Yeah, that's really good. I'm really digging that. I'm going to go ahead and display him with the helmet off, only because I have one. And then they did a Leia, and I was like, God, another Leia. And my boy's always like, it's a brand new mold. It's a brand new mold. Well, it's a brand new mold. And I'm like, why do they always have to be brand new molds? If you just reissue this, then I don't have to buy it, and I can save like $8. So you have all the other ones back here. And I was like, God, do I really need another Leia? And then after I look at all the old ones, and it's like, yep, I definitely needed another Leia. Then you have this one. This one is horrible. This is like one of the first ones. This, see the braid on there, matches. This toy is bad. This one, I'm not even sure if this is Leia or not, but looks real similar. I can't remember. If I'm wrong, I'm sure you're going to let me, because the hair is different. This has the bun. I'm sure it's Leia. I mean, the old figures don't really look that good. Look at the face on this thing. Like, I guess she's got a little makeup smear on her cheek there, which I couldn't even see until I put it up close up. Definitely cool. Apparently, I did need a new Leia. She's actually a really good figure. Then you have the flamethrower stormtrooper. It does not come with the flame. And the gun's bent out of the package. I tried to straighten it up. It just keeps going back. It's like really thin and flimsy. So good luck. God, just a flame would have been so cool. Little flame effect on there. He's a cool stormtrooper. This is like another one that I would like to army build, but I never even saw this on the store. I had to get it like on Entertainment Earth, and I think they charge you like a couple extra bucks. And then it goes downhill real quick. You have the fin here. I didn't pull out all the fins because this is like the only fin in this, and like the Death Star costume. He has a weapon. Here's the thing with Finn, like, the guy kind of sucks, and then everybody he fights, he's like tough. Like, you fight like Kylo, he can fight everybody and like holds his own, but then he's like all whiny and weird, and I'm just not a big fan of Finn. Hopefully he dies in the next movie. Here's the Captain Plasma. This is the new one. She actually comes with the stick. I like the silver on this. I pulled out the other ones for you can kind of check the silver paint. It's like, this is definitely the brightest one. I didn't think that really needed 3, but it came with the 2-pack with another figure that I already have. It does have the gun here, which has a little holster thing. I love when they do this. If I can find it. It has this little thing on the gun right there, and it locks in here. It falls out fairly easy, but it's just, I just love when they have holsters. Plus the stick. This one is really good. I think, I don't know, this one's not, it's a black series. I think this one, yeah, this is a black series with the knees that move and the wrists and the ankles and everything. And like, I don't really even think that this one is any better than this one. I guess it has better articulation, but the silver on the new one is also way better. And then Finn also comes with this extremely stupid backpack. You can put this on him. They never have stuff like this in the movie. I don't even know why they put it in the package. Take it out of the package, charge us a little less. I'm going to put all these back up on the shelf, then I'm going to show you the collection. So I'm going to show you the Star Wars collection. I'm not going to show you the whole Star Wars collection, just basically the stuff that Disney did. Here's kind of the new additions down here. I got them down here like their own little fight scene. Really looks good on this play set. I'm real curious to see what HasLabs is going to have next. Like, they keep talking about a Death Star playset, which is something, I mean, that would be cool. I can just think of a lot of other cooler things, like, I don't know, a Sandcrawler or something. Here's like the Rogue One set, and I kind of thought Rogue One was going to be done, and then they come out with this amazing tank, so I kind of had to resituate some stuff. I actually had my Rogue One stuff down here. But that sail barge is coming, and this is where the shelf is gonna. This is where the sail barge is gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and clear all this stuff out. I'm gonna do like a Sarlacc pit setup. Have it. God, I'm just super stoked. There's my Jabba's palace. I need to finish that someday. Maybe if I quit playing with my toys, I'll have time to finish it. Then you have Solo, by far my favorite movie so far. I just loved everything about it. I thought it was Star Wars perfection. I loved all the aliens, Lando, Han. A cast that I actually care about, not like a disposable cast where I keep hoping that they die for they can get a new cast. This is a cast that I loved everything about it. Then you have this Star Wars movie over here. Here's the new edition. Like, God, they just, I mean, just look, it's just like all the same characters. Probably only like 7 different characters, and they just kept redoing them, and redoing them. I mean, they got a little bit of flavor in there, but not much. The Solo one, just come on, guys, make more Solo figures. I saw some pretty good stuff at Comic-Con. Really looking forward to putting those on my shelf. That's the collection. Thanks for watching.